Well, this morning's Fox 21 Business Insider, the team up with the Colorado Business Forum and Digest to bring you the latest and most relevant business news, which impacts life here in Southern Colorado.
So with us right now, as always, is Dirk Hobbs, the founder and executive publisher with the Colorado Media Group. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Thanks for being here today.
Of course.
So if you have children under the age of 5 and you work, you probably relate to the strain of performing well at work as well as being a parent. Got to have that work-life balance thing going on here. So let's understand now the challenges that we face in the region here locally and what's being done about this and what's the early childhood care gap we face in the county.
Right now in El Paso County, we face about 17,000 seats short of what we need for access to early childhood care. So only about 37.5% of the kids in El Paso County actually have a seat that want one, and that leaves that $17,000 or 17,000 child gap.
Because there's a lot of stress for parents thinking about how to care for the
about
children. I have to go to work to pay the bills, to pay for the child care.
That's right.
Yeah, so.
I've heard sometimes the child care is almost as much as you're bringing home. So.
Actually, tuition, yeah, it's considered another tuition in the household. That's exactly right.
Okay, so what does this have to do with the health of our economy, and why should employers take interest in this?
This is a big deal for employers because when you factor in the, a single parent or a double income family that has a childhood care, sometimes a lot of the folks are worried about the child at the child care or lack thereof.
Sure.
There's early dismissal, there's leaving early, coming in late, and then the invisible threat is the distraction that you have when you're worried about your kiddo from work.
Exactly.
So there's a tremendous amount of lost productivity. We're estimating $2.7 billion in lost revenues and earnings over the course of a year.
Oh, wow.
$780 million of that is basically focused on lost productivity as it relates to, being out, being late, and all those other things.
Okay, so what are now some considerations that access to early child care or education will have on children of working parents? Let's talk about the kids.
The kids, it's interesting because when kids 0 to 5 have access to child care, they have a better socialization probability. Okay, they're getting used to the school environment. They're getting used to interacting with other children around the community. And the socialization component is a huge thing because right now, as we experience from COVID, you see that withdrawal in a lot of kiddos. Right. When we were stuck at home and not able to socialize with other kids. So.
Okay, so what's being done about this child care gap to help all who are impacted and affected? Absolutely.
So I want to give credit to the Joint Commission here in Colorado Springs. These folks are doing incredible work. The Joint Initiatives, actually, not Joint Commission, but the Joint Initiatives here in El Paso County is doing yeoman's work. There's literally a veritable who's who in the community that are coming to address this challenge here in Southern Colorado. It's not something we can do just with public money. It's something we have to do with private and public funding together, and it's really all hands on deck.
Okay, so Dirk, this is a very big and relatable story for a lot of people. You cover a lot of that stuff in your publication. So where can we go to find out more information on this topic and other topics?
Yeah, we're going to have an executive summary on socodigest.com, but I would encourage viewers to go out to joininitiatives.org and get the real story and learn how you can get involved and participate, whether you're an employer or you're a parent.